Okay, let's go smoke that joint.
Hey, what up, everybody? What is going down? We got a week 14, a pre-playoff Q&A. Here we go, getting down to biz. And hey, Jorge in the house on TikTok. What up, bro? All right, we got a couple questions on YouTube. Then I'm jumping back to TikTok questions. CB Dizzle, I'm the commissioner of a league in the last place spot in the playoffs as a team that's been inactive since week 4 using sleeper. Do I have the power, or is there a way to make him a seed below to make him in it? Nobody in my league wants the inactive player to make it. There is a way for you to make the person below. You could go change the seeding in the commissioner tools. And yeah, I mean, if it's someone who's literally not paying attention, like fuck them, right? I'd rather have the last place seed, you know, the next person below who's actually like paying attention. So yeah, man, there is a way. It's in the commissioner tools. I don't know if you could do it on the computer. I think you might only be able to do it on the phone. Hey, and shout out to Corey. What up, bro? What's going down? All right. Getting all my tools pulled out here. You guys know that I got all my start and sit info here, and you're about to kill it. Let's get it. And let's see. Seth, start 2. Myers, Waddle, or McLaurin. Leaning the first 2, Myers and Waddle. Josh, Godwin or QJ? Leaning Godwin. 1 of 1 auto design. What up? Stranger Stroud in the flex. Leaning Strange. And Corey said, crazy shit going down in that league today. I'm glad we got rid of that guy. Yeah. Let's see. Fred Bone, Goff or Burrow? I think I'm leaning Goff. Burrow's got a really tough matchup. I like Burrow, but it is a tough matchup. And Goff and Dak, those were the last 2 questions asked. Or Goff and Burrow. Yeah, those are the guys, man. Those are the guys this week. I'll take both Dak and Goff over almost anybody, man. It's just the matchup's juicy. What sucks is that it's Thursday. Tristan, Cortland Sutton, or ETN? I'm leaning Sutton. And LRT said, I'm the only one. You're the only one where? We're streaming on a couple different YouTube channels right now. And Jamie in the house. What up? So I'm recording, just dropping in to say what up. Good looking, bro. Thanks for coming through and saying what up. And Matt on Patreon, must win week for me. I have Lamar as my starting QB with May on bye. Should I play him or pick up Daniel Jones or T-Law? Man, I'm probably picking up Daniel Jones versus the Jags. Probably, yeah. And LRT, which YouTube channel are you on? Are you on the Fantasy Football Hustler channel or the Vegas Living 420 channel? All right. Let's see. Josh C., Marv, Wilson, Godwin, Marv, Wilson. I don't know if Marv's going to play. We got to be paying attention. So, yeah, just keep paying attention. BMG start 2. Pittman, Sutton, Watson this week. I need a win or no playoffs. Well, if we're going off the matchups, let's see who has the best matchup out of all those guys. So Godwin, no. Pittman, Sutton, Watson. Pittman. So Sutton has the best matchup out of all those guys. So we're playing him. And Watson has a better matchup than Pittman. If you're playing it just by who has the better matchups, it's Sutton and Watson. I think I'm leaning Sutton and Pittman, though. And N86, Ferger, Strange. I'm going Strange, baby. Pack, Jones or Brissett? I'm going Jones, but it's close. And Zach, should I add him on, Ron, to get to? Someone dropped him because he's injured. I mean, shit, if you can get him for like nothing, you might as well. especially if you can put him on the IR. Mr. Fab, Goff or Dak? Ooh, I feel like you just flip a coin because they both got great matchups. I'm going to lean Goff at home. And T. Moss, Rome or Sutton? Leaning Sutton. Zach said 3 teams left in my guillotine. It's a 16 team. Okay. Gotta do the 18 team, bro. 16 team. Because when's the 16 team going to be over? In like 2 weeks? Mufasa, Josh Allen or Dak? I mean, I'll go Dak. It's the matchup, man. Seawolves in the house. What up, bro? What's going down? Adrian, start Wilson if he's the wide receiver 1 over Franklin in the flex. Yeah, I would. Seawolf standard, Pitts or Gadsden? I'm going Pitts. Gadsden's got a tough matchup this week. R2, Wilson or Pierce? I'm leaning Pierce right now, but if Marv doesn't play, I'm probably going to be switching. The Black Bean, you think Pierce all startable ever? Shit, not this year, man. Like there's just so many issues that are wrong with the 49ers this year. And we got to remember he's still a sophomore who missed like all of training camp as a freshman, you know, as a rookie. So yeah, I mean, all those things and the time that he's missed this year, like all those things are going into why he has not been good for fantasy. Because he's probably been better in the NFL than he's been in fantasy. I have him blocking a lot out there. Jorge, start Neal or Bam? Oh, man. I'm going to say Bam right now, but you got to be paying attention, bro. Got to be paying attention because we don't know what's up with Benson. And DG Midge, Goff or Dak? I just asked, I just answered that. Goff. Ben, Darnold or Caleb? Leaning Darnold. Taylor, Hampton or Vidal? I'm saying Vidal as of right now. Once Hampton actually comes back in, maybe I'll change my answer. But the thing that sucks is if your playoffs are on the line, I kind of want to start neither one of them. You know what I mean? Seawolf, Stafford or Dak? Ooh. I think I'm going to go Dak, but it's close, man. I don't want to sit Stafford. Harleezy, start 1. JJ, Marv, Jacoby, baby. And Jaden, thanks for the follow. Jameson Williams or RJ Harvey in the flex. I'm leaning JMO, especially if Amon-Ra doesn't end up starting. Jerome, Mechie, Judy, BTJ. I'm leaning Mechie right now. Diego, trade ETN, Marv, and Caleb for Jamar Chase. I mean, if they'll do it, yeah, for sure. And Kaj, start Javante. It's a horrible matchup for him, but who are your other options? Ryan, Neil Mason, Rodriguez. I'm going Rodrigo. Drew received a trade. Give up Chase Brown for Josh Jacobs and Jordan Addison. I mean, Jordan Addison is nothing, but I think I'd rather have Josh Jacobs. So if you're getting Josh Jacobs, yeah. Journey, Lions or Cowboys? Are we talking just like money line? Who do I think wins? I think the Lions win at home. And Jay, Tyler Shaw's up next, calling it now. What do you mean he's up next? Shout out to Rich for the follow. Rich said Goff or Burrow. I got to go Goff this week, man. It's a great matchup for him. Not a great matchup for Burrow. But, I mean, I will start Burrow over some scrubs. And shout out to Jorge throwing down on the GOATs.
Straight cash, homie. Dollar bills, y'all.
Help us hit that goal. And Jorge said Hubbard's on the wire, worth a bench spot. I mean, it depends on how many, like, do you only have 5 bench spots? If so, I don't know if I want to drop anybody viable, to pick him up, but he's definitely worth a pickup. Shout out to Jared. Jared is saying you think Tesla is worth the stream tomorrow night. I mean, he's definitely worth a pickup right now, but I want to make sure that Amon-Ra is not playing before we stream him. So I wouldn't be making that final decision until tomorrow. Shout out to G Money, who just followed. Thoughts on Dameon Pierce? I mean, he did okay last week, right? But it's just actually, did he even get any points last week? I know he's on the Chiefs now. I know a lot of people didn't even like know that. I mean, I get my thoughts are for Dynasty. I'd be picking him up if he's been dropped. I mean, depending on how many spots are in your league, he might not have even been dropped in redraft. I mean, it's kind of blah. Shout out to JJB for the follow. Shout out to 26 for the follow. He said Pickens or Bijan. I think I'm going. Man, that one's tough because Bijan's got a tough matchup. I think I'm gonna go Bijan. It's tough, dude. Dylan, Etienne, or Jay Warren in the flex. I'm leaning Warren. And Duke City Saints, Mayfield or Love. Leaning Baker. The Black Bean, Sutton, or Rice this week. I got to go Rice. I don't even care about the matchups. Like, they move him around so much that you got to get Rice in the mix. I swear, hasn't he only had one game where he's, like, been held to, like, around 10 points? And, like, other than that, like, he's just been off the charts. And Ryan said Gainwell, Godwin, or Jaden Higgins. I'm leaning Godwin. And the Herbo, who wins this trade? Rice and Henderson or A-Chain and Higgins? I guess this really depends because this is like Rice for A-Chain with some bullshit, kind of sprinkled in. Man, I don't know, man. I think that's so even. I feel like you both win and lose at the same time, if that makes sense. Like, I almost wouldn't make the trade because of it. Shout out to Daniel Berry. What up, bro? Jared said JD5, if he plays, would you start him over Bo Nix? We start the playoffs. What? You start the playoffs this week? That's shitty. Nah, I'm going Bo. Yeah. Going Bo. Yeah, Black Bean said he's goated, right? I mean, I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of guys. Like, dude, even JJ. Like, dude, like, fuck JJ. Like, leave his ass on the bench, right? So it's not like I get in these modes of like, oh, you have to start this guy no matter what. And I'm never changing my tune about it. Like, dude, Rice is just one of those guys. Ever since he came back, he's been on fire, except for literally just that one game versus, I think, Denver, right? And I think that's the only game that he did not kill it. Other than that, he did really good in every single game. Hey, 97 Trees in the house. What up, bro? You got perfect timing.
You got perfect timing. About to start a little puff giving this motherfucker.
Get it. Everybody hit that like button wherever you are. Hit that like, but we should have way more than 300 likes on TikTok. Come on, guys. Let's get those likes up. And hey, what up, Crispy? Crispy in the house. What up, bro? Hey, Harvey in the house. What up? He said, what's good, Alex? I need a flex. Tesla, Marks, Tootin, or Spears also have St. Brown as well. Yeah, I mean, I would just be going Tesla. And if Amon-Ra doesn't play, just boom. CB Dizzle saw a post that said what to do if your commish goes to jail. What did it say? Send that to me. Very curious. Very curious. What up, Scotty boy? He said my big homie. I have 2 weeks off since I clinched the first round bye. Let's go. And Scotty said Rashee Rice is as good as any wide receiver. People don't realize that. And the fact that Mahomes has been on fire like this year, like that's like another thing. Like Mahomes, like dude, with the lack of weapons and shit, he has been handling biz. Like the record's not showing it. But it's probably been better for fantasy because like they have to keep throwing it. And hey, Matt on Patreon said Neil or Aaron Jones. I think I'm leaning Aaron Jones. And Harvey said, but if Amon-Ra doesn't play, what should I do? Well, if Amon-Ra doesn't play, you put Tesla in there and then we figure out the rest before Sunday. Like, I mean, it's Wednesday. You shouldn't be doing a final answer on Wednesday anyway. So just make sure you're coming back. But yeah, Tesla should be the guy going in if Amon-Ra doesn't play. But Jacob Bauer schedule scare you? Fuck yeah, it does, dude. Ryder Spears or Jalen Warren, Kaj, Javante or Ladd at the flex. Man, I gotta go Ladd, man. So also had to put Tyrod in at my super flex with Dart and Mayon by. I mean, it could be worse. Mason, K9 or Monty? Ooh, I think I'm leaning K9, but that one's tough. And Gavin said, think the Lions win. I do. I think the Lions are going to win at home on this Thursday. And Ernesto, Tisla or Watson? I'm going Watson, even if Amon-Ra doesn't play. I think I would rather have Watson, but it's close, though. Brett, Ferg or Strange? I swear I answered this. I'm going Strange. And is someone asked and had the question about 23 wins. If you're still in here, just say 23 wins again. So I'll answer the question. Jacob, Hampton's a sit, right? I don't want to play Hampton. I mean, it's a tough matchup, not the toughest, because Eagles kind of been a little bipolar. But yeah, I would try to sit him. And shout out to T-Fire Peace. What up, bro? Godwin or Scary Terry? I think I'm going Godwin, bro. Hey, shout out to Joe. What up, bro? Lamar, Love, or Knicks? I think I'm going to go Knicks in this one. It's tough. It's really tough because I don't want to sit Lamar, but dude, he's fucking hurt, man. Like he is all banged up. And Joseph, T. Higgins can't go this weekend. Would you start the Jaden Higgins or Godwin? Probably Godwin, but it's pretty close, man. Jaden Higgins has been handling biz. Bro, Mike, why are you spamming your chat like that, bro? Why are you spamming the chat like that? Then you're making fucking then you're making this user guy spam the chat. You guys got to chill with the spamming of the chat. Just ask your question once. If I don't answer in a minute, throw it in again. But the spamming of the chat makes me think that you're a bot and that you really don't want a question. Frizzy Fran, time to pump the brakes on Igbuka. Well, I get everybody had him as like a must-start wide receiver 1. He's not that. I mean, he's like a wide receiver 2 guy, So it's really all about the matchups. And I'll play him in the boss matchups, but I'm not just going to blindly play him like we were in the beginning when they had no Bucky, when they had no Godwin, like he's their main guy. Rare Raider started Donnie Mitchell or Vele or Tisla. I'm leaning Tisla if Amon-Ra doesn't play. If Amon-Ra does play, I'll go Vele. MT said, I like the spam, I'm not gonna lie. What up, King D? Shout out to the LBC. And Corey says, start 1, T-Law, Darnold, or Goff. Gotta go Goff, bro. It's a great matchup. And man, all we have are the spammers on TikTok. Come on, you guys are literally ruining it for everybody. Like, why? And you haven't even followed. Follow, and then I'll answer your question. Aiden, Judkins or Barkley? Ooh. Gonna go Barkley. And there we go. Now user followed. Stranger Pitts. I'm going Strange. And yeah, Andrew said, let's go Sonics, bro. It is Sonic style, but look at it. It's the Super Chronics. And Maddie, Jamo or Igbuka? Jamo. Rusbags, Lover, Jones. Seth, Stranger Pitts. Shout out to Nick and User for the follow. Where was Nick's question? Nick, third question again. Matt, Lamar, Love. I'm going Lamar. Shout out to Keyros for the follow. Sorry if I messed that up. Gavin, I got Monty, Etienne, and Bucky. Who should I bench of the 3? I think Monty. Hey, No Limit Paul. What up, McLaurin or Pittman? I'm going Pittman. Let's go. And Corey, what up? Golf or shut, bro? Golf, man. Golf. We got to go golf this week. And shout out to Nick for throwing the roses.
Straight cash, homie. Dollar bills, y'all.
Yeah, nah, Corey. I don't want to go. I don't want to go shuck over golf. Dorian, T-Law, or Knicks? Ooh. I think I'm leaning T-Law, but it's close. Seahawks said James Harden is a Sonic or a Thunder. I don't know. I like James Harden when he was on the Thunder. Who the fuck does he play for now? Didn't he get moved? Drew said thoughts on BTJ and Dynasty. a lot of people have, like, I think BTJ is a buy low. I think that you guys should not sell him for super cheap. And I think a lot of people kind of are right now. Jay's cut it, Waddle or Pierce in the flex. Kind of leaning Waddle, but it's close. Frizzy Fran, 7 targets, average per game is Mitchell. 7 targets average per game is Mitchell good in New York. But what do you mean? Because he hasn't averaged 7 targets. I think he just had, like, what do you have, like 12 targets last game or whatever? Like, everything else besides that, he sucked. Mondo, what up, bro? Yeah, it's get ready to spark it up right now. I said drop Neal for Corum. I think I would. Hurting a bit at RB. Yeah, I would drop Neal for Corum. I mean, it's kind of a speculative ad one way or the other, but yeah, I feel like Neal, there's just not another, there's not much upside. Max Ross, Pierce, Michael Wilson, or Mitchell. If I'm picking one, I'm going Michael Wilson. Soroki trades CMC for Bijan and Wandale. I'm locked in for the play. I'm locked in for a buy for the playoffs. If you're locked in for a buy with the playoffs, it's because of CMC. Don't trade him away. Come on, guys. Don't trade him away. I don't give a fuck what someone fucking offers you. You tell them no. And MT Vidal long-term dynasty value. He doesn't have any hold or drop. What to do in Hampton's back. I mean, you hold him because he's still the backup there. Like, Najee's probably not going to be there next year, so I wouldn't just drop him for nothing. Luke, pick 2, K9, BTJ, Hampton, Michael Wilson, Donnie Mitchell. Kind of leaning Wilson and K9. Richard, Dak, or Hurts. Ooh, I'm going Dak, man. It's just a matchup. Nick, Bowers or Ferguson? I'll go Bowers. And yeah, tough matchups for both guys. LSG, Warren, or Christian Watson? Probably Warren. And Viral Vault, Tisla or Jaden Higgins. I'm leaning Tisla right now, but that is if Amon-Ra doesn't play. So if you're not here tomorrow, make sure you're paying attention tomorrow. And Kyle, Dak over Burrow. Yep. Yvonne, Waller or Goddard? Waller. Goddard has been so blah as of late. So blah. Sackett, thanks for the follow. Blake, Dynasty JT, 28 second for a 26 first. 27 first, 28 first, ETN and Pittman. I mean, that's a lot. I'd probably do it. I mean, I'm assuming that you're not, like, competing for a championship, right? If you're competing for a championship, I'm not making that. And King D, Caleb or Shach, pick one. I'm going Caleb. Corey, start one. Tyrod, Caleb, or Dak? Dak, baby. Dak and Goff are like must starts this week. And King D, Ferguson or Strange? I'm going Strange. Corey, is Tisla desperation play even if Amon-Ra doesn't play? Kind of, but because of having no tight end, like, it's really like, I guess he's like, let's say he's like 4th man up, right? Because you got, let's say Gibbs is number 1, then let's say J-Mo's number 2, and then we'll say Monty's number 3. Tisla would be number 4 up in that rotation because of no, like, tight ends or anything. So I feel like he is like, I guess there's like levels to it, right? Because desperation, I feel, is like bottom of the barrel. I feel like one above desperation would be uncomfortable. And I feel like that's where he's at. He's like a very uncomfortable start. Because I feel like he's better than a desperate start. Ryan, Sam Darnold in a late second for Dart and Superflex. I mean, I'd rather hold Darnold. Like, I mean, I know people think that, like, Dart is, like, going to be, like, the next greatest thing. But, like, dude, Darnold is showing that he's a franchise quarterback. Could you imagine if Darnold, like, if the Vikings weren't stupid and they kept him? And Jay Label, what up? Dubs or Godwin this week? Leaning Godwin, but it's close. And on TikTok, I can't see the name Brian Thomas or Keenan. I'm going Brian Thomas. Javier, Etienne, or Vidal, going Etienne. Corey said, like, I'm starting Alec Pierce and BTJ over Tesla if Amon-Ra's out. Yeah, I think I would. Like, I would start those guys over Tesla, yeah. Mr. Dino, Andrews, or Joanna Man? I'm going Joanna Man. And yes, sir, I can't see the username, but they said thank you. Make sure you hit the make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the follow. Pat says, why does my opponent have a 100% chance to win? I don't know. I'm very curious about that because even when the games are super, super lopsided, I mean, 90s or so, but yeah, it's got to be a very big discrepancy between you guys' points. Eshawn, Dak, or Stafford? I'll go Dak. Dalton, Mason, or Hunt? I'll go Mason. Shout out to Bradley for the follow. Bradley Cooper. Eshawn already answered that. Carter, Burrow, or Goff? Going Goff. And El City Boy, Tennessee D or Buffalo D? I'm gonna go with Tennessee. Keith says Tesla and Adonai Mitchell will start. Well, it depends on who you got. Like, who are the other options that you have? MT2T says big TD upside. All he does is get red zone targets. He had 92% of his snaps played last week. Well, yeah, because Amon-Ra's out. Like, let me see. Let's go see if that's accurate. But Amon-Ra did go out in the very beginning of the game. So, seems doable. Yeah. Him and J-Mo got the same amount. But how about the targets, though? Like, that's really what makes a difference. Yeah, you look at it last week, bro had 2 targets compared to J-Mo's 10 targets. And that dude, Tom Kennedy, he had 4 targets last week. Ross Dwelly, Smelly Dwelly, he had 3 targets last week. So, yeah, I mean, that's really what it is. Like, Tesla is a fucking uncomfortable start, like one step above desperation. Because he don't get a lot of targets no matter what. And hey, Toyota one in the house. Let's get it, bro. Let me mark you down for these 2 raffle tickets, and we're about to fire it up, bro.
All right. Fire them up.
Chris, Jake Ferguson, or Dalton Schultz? Jake Ferguson. And no spam. If you're going to spam something, spam the like. Leave your comment. Wait a minute. If I don't answer, then throw it in again. All right. There we go. Let's pack it up. Where is my tool? Where is tool? Where is the dabs now? Oh, there we go. That's it. Boom, baby. All right. And MT, so what's the raffle tickets? I'm confused. So every time you see someone throw down a super chat, whether it's on YouTube or whether it's like a Galaxy on TikTok, all those dollars count towards raffle tickets. And we got 4 jerseys. There's going to be 3 winners, but we got 4 jerseys to raffle off. We got the Rashee Rice signed jersey, the Roquan Smith signed jersey, the James Cook signed jersey, and I also have a Chad Ochocinco signed jersey that is in the mix for this one. Yes, sir. And we're going to have 3 winners, and it is going to be on Sunday. It is going to be on Sunday. I do a really bad job of like reminding people. It's like there's so many things going on. I think what I need to do is just start putting messages in the posts or something that I'm posting on Patreon. Jesse, Ferguson or Strange? This has been asked like 20 times today, and I am going Strange over Ferguson. All right. There we go. And MT said, how do you get these jerseys? From Pristine Auction. And yeah, I'm not sponsored by Pristine. I buy them all myself. So it's me who's purchasing them. And that's from like, you know, the money that you guys put in on Patreon and these super chats and all that. Like that's where that money goes. It goes back into these raffles. One day, maybe I'll be so big that Pristine will just like give me jerseys. But until then, it's me putting it back into the business to make sure that there's cool shit going on. So like if you guys follow shows and like they don't give a shit about like you watching or contributing, like just remember that I do give a shit about you guys watching and contributing, and I make sure to put it back for you guys. And J Label, which DB should I play, Nick Cross or Bynum? Ooh, I'm going Nick Cross, man. Bynum has been a little bit not even a little bit hit or miss. He's been like very hit or miss. Here we go. Cheers, everybody. Gus said, who should I start as a streamer, Pat Bryan or Tisla? I'm going Tisla. If Amon-Ra don't play. If Amon-Ra plays, I'm going Pat Bryan. Jesse Vele or Samuel Vele? And J Label. Fuck yeah, man. IDP life, bro. David Williams, pick 2. Debo, Watson, Mitchell, Woody. Got the first 2, Debo and Watson. Got you guys. Gabriel Franklin or Chris Godwin? I'm going Godwin. And what is that? John Cena? You can't see me. Burrow, Love, Darnold. Going Darnold. Demetrius, Burrow, Lamar, rest of season. I mean, I hate those rest of season questions because, like, I feel like you should be able to roster more than one quarterback. I'll say Burrow, though. Noah, Herbert or Brissett? Going Brissett as of now. MT says sativa, indica, or hybrid. I'm on the indica side, bro. Like, I mean, I like a good sativa. It feels like most stuff is just hybrids anyways. But, yeah, if I can get a hardcore indica, that's where I'm going. And Cole Bucky or A.J. Brown. I think I'm leaning Bucky. John and Buka or Godwin. Leaning Godwin. Bradley Cooper, Swift or ETN. Leaning ETN. Amber, Dak or Hurts. I'm going Dak because of that matchup. And Master Duck. Dubs or Watson. I'll go Watson. MT2 said the T or the A. I mean, there's nothing. Man, it's so tough to choose, man. It really is. It really is. I don't know, man. I don't know, because it used to be the A for me, but now it might be the T. I don't know. I like a little. Can I have both? Can I have both? Amber said, I'm leaning Dak, but the Lions are my team. Oh, man. Well, can't be a homer on this one because the Lions have been giving up so many points to the quarterback position over the last 3 weeks. It's been like a complete flip-flop from how they've been the entire season. So it's just a smart play. But it is Thursday. So if there's anything to like hesitation of not playing them, yeah, it's the Thursday part. And Yazan need to win to make the playoffs. Flex, BTJ, DJ Moore, Donnie Mitchell, Tisa, Bam Knight. Leaning BTJ. Spicy Cloud, Waller or Schultz. Leaning Waller. User 415, Lamar, Goff. I'm going Goff, baby. Tom, Judkins or Swift. I'm going Judkins. No username. Dak, Lamar, Burrow. I'm going Dak. Douglas, have my trade deadline this week. Would you trade Caleb for Goff? Yes. And Joseph, Terrier Flowers. Ooh, I kind of don't want to start either one this week. I think I'm going to say Flowers. That boy Prince, Vele or Franklin, leaning Vele. It's close though. Carson, Daniels or Burrow, going Burrow. Emmy, Harvey, Booker, Myers, leaning Myers. Us, Uziri, Goddard or Fanning. I'll go Fanning if those are the only choices. Sincere, Godwin or Monty, Godwin. Scooney trades CD, Swift, and Dak for Knicks, Chase Brown, Jefferson. Nah. I don't want to trade where I'm bringing back Jefferson. Ryan, Fanning or Jawan? I'm going Jawan. Scooney, I already answered your question, bro. Did you hear it? And Mason said, what league are you in that's dropping 300 points? It's a super deep dynasty. Just said it right there. It's got a super flex spot. It's got IDP. We got 19 total starters, but it's a dope-ass dynasty league. I recommend you guys get your bars up and join a league like this with me.
Get your bars up.
Flapjack, Tisla, Rodriguez. Leaning Rodriguez. Tyler, pick 2. Amon-Ra, Zaymar. I mean, dude, we don't know if you got to wait down Amon-Ra all the way until tomorrow, bro. So I'll say Amon-Ra. Dude, half of your guys are hurt here. I'm going to say Amon-Ra, Marv, and Vele. And if Marv don't play, you're playing Wilson. And if Amon-Ra don't play, you're playing Zay. Jason, Washington's D or Seahawks D? I'm going Seahawks. Ryder, Bucks, or the Seahawks? Ooh, going Seahawks. Emmy, Jordan or Baker? Going Baker. Juan, DK, or Pierce? Pierce. MT. Andrews. Aaron Andrews or Malika? Who the fuck? I know who Aaron Andrews is, but who's Malika? Let me see. Aaron Andrews kind of looks like a man, though. He's got some manly features. Malika Hack. I mean, her. The second one. The Aaron Andrews, she got like a manly like face to her. Right? What side are you on? Spicy Cloud, if Jaden Daniels plays this week, should I start him over Brissett? I don't think so. Man, that's not even close, man. I think it's Malika all day. The Aaron Andrews, she has too much of a manly face for me. Yeah, I'm on the Malika side. And Nick said London for Rice. Bro, I don't know who in their right mind is giving you Rice, like, and by you giving away London, but yes, I would be wanting Rice like to the millionth power. And Nate, Booker, Godwin, baby. Ryder, Gadsden or Strange, a Nolan. Oh, fuck, it dropped me down. Oh, sorry, Nolan. Let's see. Oh, there it goes. Waddle or Jacoby? Buddha. Oh, wait, we got some smoking Buddha, huh? Waddle or Wilson? Leaning Waddle right now. Clemson, Goff or Mahomes? Leaning Goff, but it's close. Talon, Godwin or Adani? Leaning Godwin. And Clemson, stop spamming. Just say thank you or something so I know that you heard. Mahomes or Jones? I'm going Mahomes. Zachary, Vele or DJ Moore? Leaning Vele. Caleb T. Higgins or Jacoby Myers? I mean, leaning Jacoby right now just because we don't know 100%. if he's gonna play Higgins. Abram, Daniel Jones, or Brissett. Leaning Brissett. And if we're going to spam something, guys, can we spam the like button? I'm answering more questions right now than any other fantasy football person you've seen on TikTok. Most of them just sit here and bullshit, which I do, but you hear me rapid firing as well more than anybody else. And it's because I do so much research that has got this shit all off the dome. If you guys want the research that I'm doing, I present all this research on Patreon. It's 420crew.com. And shout out to Ethan, who just threw down the roses.
Straight cash, homie. Dollar bills, y'all.
We need some people throwing down the goats. Let's go, man. And MT, Travis Hunter, and T. Higgins, Superflex Dynasty long term. T. Maddox, Michael Wilson, or Jacoby, leaning Jacoby. Chapo, Caleb, or Baker, leaning Baker. Ryder, Stafford, Jones, or Burrow, leaning Stafford. Miguel, T. Higgins, or Pittman this week. As of right now, Pittman, but make sure you come back. PJ, what up, bro? He said, real question. If you're starting Sutton and Franklin, you had to choose between Goff or Nix. Would you go for the gusto and take the full correlation? Nah, I'm going Goff because he has like one of the best matchups this week. So no, I think I would go with Goff, even though I was starting those guys. Hey, Dad in the house. He said, what's up, Gardner? He said, have both the Jets wide receivers. Which one should I start? I'm leaning Mechie. Like, I know that Adani, like, had a better game last week, but I feel like Mechie's still, like, he's the guy. He's the guy to roster and play. PJ said, Knicks' matchup is also sick. Yeah, but it's like, Goff has like the second best matchup on paper. Knicks has like the 19th best matchup on paper. So, like as sick as people think that it is, it's not. Like the Raiders for the season are giving up a bunch of points to the wide receivers. But if you break it down to just the last 4 weeks, they're kind of like an average matchup. Like I wouldn't even say they're a plus matchup. But that's just if you're going by the numbers, And Ian Wynn, Mechie or Spears, Mechie, Brady, Burrow, or Jones? Burrow, even in a tougher matchup. RJ, Irving, or Rice at the flex this week. Man, I don't know how you're picking between guys like that, but I'm just not going to sit Rice. And stop spamming, guys. Just leave your question once, please, so I can get to everybody. And MT Nix is also Caucasian. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Farrow, Donnie Mitchell, or Higgins. I'm going Higgins. Jax, Harvey, or Olave. Shit, Olave, man. Not even close. And tea time, Dubs or Hunt. Dubs. Richard, Mitchell, or Neil. Mitchell. And Jiggly Jag. J Love or Burrow. Give me a reason. Shit, I'm just going Joe Burrow. If T. Higgins is back in, I don't really need much reason besides that, even in a bad matchup. Green Bay just runs it a lot. Chewy, start Barkley. Well, I mean, yes, but who else do you have, though? Yes, sir. PJ said benching him on Rob, by the way. Might still add Tony.
Man, fuck Tony!
Hell yeah, bro. And Eric, Rice or Judkins? Rice. Texas 210. Brissett, Burrow, or Mayfield? Leaning Burrow. Gervin, Devonta, Smith, or Watson? I think I'm going Devonta. User 719, Gadsden or Loveland? Going Loveland. Gadsden has a horrible matchup this week. Zeus, ETN or Neil? ETN. Brady, Packers defense or the Rams defense? This one's kind of tough. I think I'm going to go the Rams. And MT Rice or JSN. I mean, shit. Both? Play both. Crispy, I'll take that spam fried on bread with some mayo. Crispy loves his mayo. And Chairman Mayo. Funny. Bauer, Strange, or Waller? Strange. Caleb, Seahawks or Ravens D? Seahawks. Nate, Godwin or Michael Wilson? Leaning Godwin as of now, but make sure you come back. TY, Lamar, Love. Leaning Love. Alec, Goff or Hurts? Leaning Goff. Kyler, Myers or BTJ? Leaning Myers. Zachary said Saquon a sit. It depends on who you got. It depends on who you got. Who are your other options? Put the whole question in there. And JC Crocs, thanks for the follow. Would you trade Pickens and K9 for Chase Brown and AJ Brown? I probably would, but I really hate doing trades like that. They're just like, it's too even at the end of the day. King D week 7, I accepted a trade. I gave Marks and Golden for Pickens and the Seahawks D. My running backs are Bijan, Hendo, Javante. Who won that trade? I'm tied for first, by the way. Dude, I mean, I don't know about the Seahawks D. We'll just leave that out of there. Let's just say you traded Marks and Golden for Pickens. I mean, dude, that was a super dub. Like, Golden is fucking nothing. Like, I'm surprised in week 7 that someone still thought that Golden was going to be something. And Marks, I mean, yeah. I mean, you know, if you needed a running back who's like kind of like an RB2 flex guy, like, yeah. Like, Pickens is like thrown down some really good numbers on some weeks. So I don't even know if it's close on that. You know, obviously it's high. You know, we have this many weeks of knowing who's better at this point, though. I still would have even said back then, like, that's like robbery, because I was never on the Golden train. I was trying to tell everybody, like, you know, fade Golden. Like, just way too many mouths to feed over there. And even with Reed getting hurt, it didn't even matter. He still wasn't the guy. And MT, Michael Redd or Trey Tucker? Dude, who the fuck's Michael Redd? The basketball player. Who are we talking about? What Michael? But yeah, dude, I feel like anybody over Trey Tucker. And Catamarie trade A-Chain and St. Brown for Bijan, Waddle, and Ladd. Need to win this week to make the playoffs. And I mean, maybe, yeah. I mean, it sucks if this is a must win week and you don't think like you're gonna win without this trade, I'd probably do it. It sucks though. It's not horrible, but I don't want to give up a guy like A-Chain and St. Brown. Like, that's tough. Brian said, bring our Sonics back. This is actually the Super Chronics, but I love this hat. And I did meet Gary Payton once when I was sitting courtside at the Lakers, and he was dope as fuck. And so, dude, yeah, I'm all about the Sonics. Bring them back, motherfucker. Spicy fettuccine, brother. CMC is out. Deep 12-man league. I need RBs. I mean, there ain't no RBs. What do you mean? Who's your options? There ain't none. Hey, Crispy said Tony plays basketball now.
Man, fuck Tony.
James, RJ, Harvey or Bucky? Bucky. Landon, Dak or Goff? Goff. Connor, Igbuka or Higgins? Which Higgins, bro? There's 2 Higgins. If it's T, I'm going T. Hayden, Jay Warren, Sutton, Myers, Waddle, Watson, pick 2. Sutton and Myers. Connor said T. I'm going T, bro. I'm going T. Assuming he plays. I think he will, but make sure you come back because I'll be live every day. And Juan said pick 3. Jamar Chase, Rice, Waddle, QJ, Tisla. I mean, you just start Jamar Chase and Rice no matter what. So you really just need to pick one out of Waddle, QJ, and Tisla. And I'm going Waddle. Steve, RJ, Swift, T, or Sutton. Pick one. Leaning Sutton. Tyler, Hurts, or Stafford? Stafford. Sean, Mitchell or Keenan Allen? I guess I'll go Mitchell. I'm not too excited about it. And 1503, do I sit JJ? I'm leaning on it. Yep. And Jaser said, how do you have 26 games played? It's a feature called Game Against the Median. You play 2 games every week, 1 game versus your head-to-head opponent, and 1 game versus the league. The top half scoring teams get a win. The bottom half scoring teams get a loss. It's fucking dope. Really helps separate the good teams from the fluky teams, that's for sure. Phil said, which Rams running back should I start this week? Kyren until we know no different. Sean Stranger got it. Strange, baby. Bosquez. Myers or Pierce? Myers has been on fire. CB Dizzle. Higgins or Trey Tucker? Higgins, bro. Higgins. But you know there's two Higgins. You talking T or you talking Jaden? Hey, we need more likes on TikTok. I'm going crazy answering the questions here. I appreciate you guys hanging in, but let's hit the like button while I'm answering these questions. And Richard, Hampton or Mitchell? Mitchell for now. And PJ said, man, ain't nobody talking Jaden. Bro, I've had so many Jaden questions. Just literally in this session, man. We've been live for an hour. I probably had like double digits, bro. And see, I'm right. He is talking Jaden Higgins. And I would go Jaden Higgins over Trey Tucker, but I just needed to be sure who it was. and Lex, Stranger Andrews. I'm going Strange. Slava most wide, Burrow or Stafford? Leaning Stafford, but it's close. Nate Webb, who would you relate Drake London to? Jacoby Martin? I guess what do you mean? Who would I relate him to? Who would I trade him for? Like I guess I don't get it. Ask the question again in a different way. Sean, do you think Amon-Ra will play? I mean, probably not, but we have to wait until tomorrow to find out. And Kane, Knicks or Jones? Leaning Knicks. Kale Chips, Dimes or Burrow? I'm going Burrow, even though it's not as good of a matchup. Charlie, Igbuka or Watson? Leaning Watson, but it's close. And Lex, Tisla, Waddle, Franklin, Barkley, pick 2. Barkley, Franklin. Deputy officer traded Stroud, Warren, and Watson for May. I like it. Doesn't help you this week, but I like it. Aaron, Goff or Mayfield? Goff. Timothy, Pittman or Tisla? Going Pittman. Michael, Gadsden or Kincaid? Leaning Kincaid. Alexander, Worthy or Dubs? Leaning Dubs. Matt, Neal or Bam? Leaning Bam as of now. Bagel, should I pick up Brees? Yeah. Is he available? Timothy, Pittman or Tisa? I already answered that. Pittman. It's a huge thank you, man. Yes, sir. Make sure you hit the follow. Make sure you hit the like. Appreciate you guys. And Noah said, can you give me a definition of Superflex and IDP? Yes. Superflex is just one starting position in the league, and it means you can start a quarterback, a wide receiver, a running back, or a tight end. So super flex because you can start any position, including a QB. Most people start a QB, so it's pretty much just a glorified 2 QB league. And then IDP is individual defensive players. So instead of just playing a team defense, you get to actually pick the linebackers, the defensive backs, cornerbacks that you want, and all that. And Justo, so what kind of points are you playing with? Well, it's a deep dynasty with super flex and IDP. That's the biggest difference. We have 19 total starters. I mean, there's a bunch of other stuff, but it's really to counterbalance the IDP. And Tyler, Seattle or Bucks? Seattle. King D, Mitchell, Addison, DJ Moore. I think I'm leaning Adani. Crispy, there is no relation. Zach said Stafford or Dak. Leaning Dak. Matt, Juwan or Mark Andrews. I'm just nervous about the Ravens in general, so I'm gonna go Juwan. Durgies, do I bench Lamar for Baker or Bo? I'd probably bench for Knicks. And Kimball, Tiesler, or Donnie. I'm going to Donnie. User 276. Hertz or Dak. I'm going Dak. Bagel, Hall or Judkins. I think I'm going Hall. Acosta, Gadsden, or Strange. Strange, baby. Tyler Tiesla or Tom Kennedy of No Monra. You know what's tough? I'm probably going Tiesla for the red zone work, but I wouldn't be surprised if Kennedy out targeted him again, because even he didn't get a lot. Tiesla didn't get a lot of targets. Rafi said we need an expansion in the NBA. You think so? So many shitty teams already. So many shitty teams. What we need is LeBron to leave, because LeBron's literally ruined the NBA. We need someone who's got a little bit more heart and soul, out there playing, not everybody fucking taking breaks and shit like that. And said you're wearing a Sonics hat, bro. It's the Super Chronics. It's the Super Chronics, not the Supersonics. I know, very similar. Very similar. And PJ says Hampton back this week. He's supposed to be. They said he's expected back. Kyle said we do not need an expansion. The fuck? That's what I'm saying. We need better teams first before we can expand. But I mean, dude, it like LeBron's legit ruining the NBA. Like, he needs to get the fuck out of there, man. He needs to get the fuck out of there. And user 2 billion, Tiesler, Jordan Mason. I'll take the upside of Tiesler. And Thomas, Gary Terry or Debo. Leaning Terry, but it's tough, man. And Joseph, what up, bro? He says someone wants to trade me Puka for Chase Brown and Sutton. Would you take the trade? You're getting Puka? If you're getting Puka, I would. It is kind of, if both those guys are starters for you, it's kind of a lot, but I would do it. Cesar, Alec Pierce or Tisla and the flex. I'm going Pierce. User 773, Debo or Watson, leaning Watson. Justin, what up, bro? Thoughts on Waller over Ferguson? I probably would. I mean, it's a really tough matchup for Ferg this week. And Mikey start 2, Genty, Walker, Marks, Hampton. I'm going with the first 2 for now, Genty and Marks. Links for the follow, Cesar. And Andrew, Wilson or JJ? Fuck, man, I gotta go Wilson. It's tough, man. I really don't want to play JJ. Austin, King, Henry, Harvey, Chase Brown, pick 2. I'm going Henry and Brown. Hey, shout out to Toyota One. What up? What up? Throwing down the roses on TikTok.
Straight cash, homie. Dollar bills, y'all.
Yo, Jason in the house. What up, Alex? He says, so Lawrence or Brissett, and would you play Pittman over Rome? If Marv is out, I think I would go T-Law over Brissett. And I think I am playing Pittman over Rome. Yeah, I think I would. Pretty close, though. And Steven said Aaron Jones or Metals for the flex. Who's that supposed to be? Throw it in again. Roost, Bucky or Jacobs? Come Bucky. Timothy, Montgomery or C-Rod? Go Monty. I didn't see this one. Crispy. Sutton, Christian, or Mike Wilson? Leaning Sutton, man. It's a good matchup for him this week. And Brady, thanks for the follow. Start, sit, flex. Jacoby, Devonta, Marv. Gonna sit Marv because, I mean, I don't know if he's gonna play this week. So we're gonna go start Jacoby and flex Devonta. Timothy said, huge thank you, Monty. Been my boy all this year. Man, yeah, I mean, it's not as good of a matchup as it was a couple weeks ago before they got Quinn and Williams. Once they got Quinn and Williams, Dallas's run D just fully elevated. And Benny Boy, Dart, Brissett, or Daniels? Man, probably just leaning on Brissett. They just throw it so much. Heidi, Michael Wilson or Dubs? Leaning Wilson, especially with Marv potentially out, but make sure you come back. And Kimball, Lad valid without Herbert. Shit, I don't want to start anybody on the Chargers without Herbert. If Herbert's not there, like that messes up everything. And they said he still has a chance to play because it's on his non-throwing hand. PJ said, "Would you go Sharbs or Vidal?" Probably Sharbs. Holden, what's your thoughts on Lamar? I'm pissed off at him. Those are my thoughts, man. He's all hurt. Like, that's what it is. He's banged up. And pop culture, Herbert or T-Law, leaning T-Law. Roost, Mayfield or Stafford, leaning Stafford. Isaiah Swift or his backup, Kyle Manning guy. Go Manning guy. Max, Rodriguez or Swift. Also, how do you like the Eagles defense this week? I mean, we got to be paying attention if it's Lance. You know, I like the Eagles defense a lot more. Kind of leaning Rodrigo right now, but it's it's fluky over there with both those guys. And shout out to Randall for the follow. Did Randall leave a question? I'm not sure. But I'll answer your question when I see it come in, Randall. And Ali, should I start Troy Franklin, JJ, or Hampton? Leaning Franklin. And Joe, Waddle, JJ, or Hampton for the flex. Leaning Waddle. Max said JJ or AJ Brown. Leaning AJ Brown. And Roos said, thanks again, brother. Wish you luck this week. Yes, sir. Thanks for coming through. Shout out to Anthony, who just threw down on the roses.
Straight cash, homie. Dollar bills, y'all.
And dang it, I just saw. Dang, who is the one who just followed right now? Randall. I know I saw Randall's question come in. Oh, there we go. Neal, Gainwell, or Watson start 2. Watson's in. I think I'll take the shot on Gainwell over Neal. And shout out to Max for the follow. And Max, you heard my answer, right? AJ Brown over JJ. And Max said, yeah, CMC and Tracy are on bye, so I'm slim this week. Okay. Yeah, makes sense. Vincent, Troy, Franklin, or Watson for the flex. Leaning Watson, but it's close. And Brady, Jags, D, or the Steelers, D. Kind of leaning the Jags. But, man, if Lamar is, like, all banged up, it could be really good for the Steelers. I'm just nervous that Lamar's, like, saving it all up for the Steelers or something. Anthony said Caleb or Baker. Going Baker. Donkey start Trevor. Lamar leaning Trevor. Aiden, RJ, Harvey, or Saquon. Just leaning Saquon's tough, though. And Johnny, T. Higgins, or Rice. I'm going Rice. I don't want to sit Rice. Like, I know it's not a good matchup, and it's really tough, but they move him around so much. It's not like he's just going to be it's not like Stingley's going to be all over him the whole game. And shout out to Disney Dad Pins. Yes, we love the Disney Dads. We're going to be going to Disneyland, I believe. Well, actually, I'm not sure if we're going in January or February, but it's one of the two that we're going. And Pat, Franklin, or Genty? I think I just got to go Genty, man. It's tough. Nick, Dak, or Burrow? I'm going Dak, but I like Burrow though. Even in the bad matchup, I still like Burrow. PJ said I can go pick up Warren, Swift, ETN instead of Sharps. I mean, if you'll get him, yeah, it's only got like $3 left. I feel you, bro. And hey, be growing stuff. What up? He said gross kicker question for the playoffs. Boswell or Fairbairn, Texas Dome. Texas, all the dome games in the playoffs. I mean, I'd be on the Fairbairn side. And Aharin said, "What the fuck is your scoring format?" Well, I'll tell you, it ain't that regular league that you're used to. I'll tell you that much. But it's the starting part of it is Superflex plus IDP. If you're already lost when we're talking about that, the rest doesn't even matter, anyways. But it's not just the scoring; it's the positions that we play. It's not just one of those lame start 7 leagues with like 5 bench spots. Brady 9 or who said 9 or Tyrod Taylor? Who's the other person? Riley, Mahomes or Goff? Leaning Goff. Brian T. Higgins or Sutton for the flex. Man, it's tough. I'm leaning Sutton, but it's that's tough. All right, so but how's like Josh Allen projected for 37.33? It's QB premium scoring 6 points per passing touchdown and 15 yards per point instead of the bogus 25 yards per point. Yeah, see, in these leagues that I host, quarterbacks actually matter. Like if you guys play in a league where it's just like the regular scoring, like quarterbacks like literally don't even matter. And Miguel said, "Damn, you take a blinker or what?" No, it that one was just the bong. But I got my Dr. Dabber 2.0. We just need someone to throw down like a Galaxy or something, you know. Like I don't even know. Galaxy might even be too much, but to see someone throw down a couple hundred roses and we get a fat blinker. Dylan, Ladder, Waddle, Lad for right now. Brady, I asked this before. Who the hell is 9? You're saying 9 or Tyrod Taylor? I don't know who the other person is. You have to explain that. I don't know who 9 is. This is the second time I'm saying that. Jackson, quit fucking spamming, bro. JMO over DK. That shouldn't even be a question. Brenner said QB pickup for the week. Trevor, I mean, he's available in like 50% of leagues. Lincoln Brewers. Pits are strange. I'm going strange. It's MJ said it's sick hat, brother. Hell yeah. It's not the Supersonics, but it is the Super Chronics. Brady, JJ McCarthy, or Tyrod. Shit, probably Tyrod. Pat, Cleveland or Houston? I am going Cleveland. And dude, Rusty, nice. I don't know what Rusty threw down. He threw down something. Appreciate you, brother. Oh, there you go. That's the Fest Pop. Let's go. The Fest Pop.
Straight cash, homie. Dollar bills, y'all.
And Rusty said Addison or Jefferson. Shit, neither. Can you play anybody else? Like, I really don't want to start either one of them. Peace out, PJ. He said, and man, fuck Kadarius Toney.
Man, fuck Tony.
CB Dizzle, Riley Dixon. Oh shit. Hold on. I hope you're on Patreon because like you be able to get these answers with just by going and looking at the sheet here. Cause I don't know. I gotta pull up this sheet. It's the only kicker research that I do. And once I finish, like it's in one ear and out the other. Riley Dixon or Matt Ariza. What? Are both of those guys on bye this week? Like I don't even see them on my list, bro. Yeah, I don't even know what teams they pay for. Yeah, if they're on one of the 4 bye week teams, that's why I don't see them right now. Oh my gosh, B, don't spam, bro. But I appreciate the follow. Go Godwin, man. Just leave JJ on the bench. And crispy Josh out. Yeah, Josh needs another 60 burger. You damn right. You damn right. And swag boss Kenny, what?
Oh my God! They killed Kenny! You bastards!
Start AJ or JMO? Leaning JMO. And Johnny Gonzalez, Waller or Strange? I'm leaning Strange. Thanks for sharing the stream, Asher. Much appreciated. Adam, Kelsey or Andrews? Leaning Kelsey. Drake up, McLaurin or JMO? Going JMO. User 428. Higgins, Worthy, Godwin. And it's Jay Higgins. I'm going Godwin. Tucker Brock, Adonai Mitchell, DK Metcalf, Aaron Jones. Leaning Aaron Jones as of right now, but make sure you come back. Don't take a Wednesday answer as a final answer, especially with shaky guys like that. And shout out to Baby Jesus, who just followed. Did you leave a question? Oh, there goes Asher's question. And Asher, just in the future, no need to spam. Just leave it like once. If I don't answer in a minute or so, throw it in again. Ladder Jamar. I gotta go Jamar, especially with Herbert kind of, being a little shaky right now. But make sure you come back. Orion, thanks for the follow, bro. Puka, Stafford, and Igbuka for Jamar and Drake. It's tough. I'd probably want the Jamar Drake side. I mean, especially if you don't need them this week. But that's tough, man, because Puka and Stafford been money. Kevin, Jacobs or Brees? Ooh, going Jacobs. And Asher, thanks, big bro. Yes, sir. Make sure you're coming back. I'm usually live once a day, sometimes twice a day. Santiago, drop Gadsden. I mean, shit, who else do you have at tight end? I don't want to just outright drop him, because what if he actually comes back and does good this week? I don't think he will, but yeah, I just don't want to do it. Brian said Pickens getting over 80 yards. I feel like both him and CD are going to be both flirting with 100. So I'm going to say yes, that he will go over 80. Asher, pick up Mechie. Yeah, hell yeah, dude. I picked up Mechie a couple weeks ago and started him. Last week it didn't turn out so good, but the 2 weeks before it did. Jarrett, Goddard or Kincaid? Kincaid. Dookie Stain. Oh man, I hope your team isn't like your username. Pick 2 out of Metcalf, Donnie or Watson. I'm going Watson. I think I'm going to Donnie. Andres, can I start a Donnie Mitchell over Roman Dunze? Shit, probably. Man. Let me go look and see how bad this game is for Rome, though, on paper. Let's see. Yeah, below average matchup. I mean, the 26th best matchup on paper. Yeah, it ain't good. Watson has the 13th best matchup on paper, and I consider that an average matchup, but they're more at the high end of that average matchup. And Kyle said, if you're not in first, your advice means nothing. Whatever you say, bud. I'm in so many leagues and already locked in so many first round buys, but yeah, man, you keep trolling. I'm sure your life is much better when you troll. And Brody, Franklin or DK? Man, kind of leaning Franklin because that matchup. Dylan, Hampton or Swift? Feel like you got to come back for that one, because I'm gonna say Swift for now, but oh no, I'm nervous about Hampton just starting him right away when he comes back. G-Dog, the GOAT, Pittman or Michael Wilson? Leaning Pittman. Make sure you come back, though, because if Marv doesn't play, my answer may change. And P-Money, Pitts or Schultz? I'm going Pitts. Sin G, Alec Pierce or Nico? I gotta go Nico, man. The Chiefs have been giving up more booty to the wide receivers over the last couple weeks. And shout out to Dylan for the follow. Faith is Hope, Bucky or Genty? Gonna go Bucky. It's a little bit of a better matchup. Johnny, kicker pick, Butker or Dicker? Man, I hate kickers. but I do my due diligence. You guys should be following me on Patreon so you can go get this info so you know the best and worst kicker matchups weekly. Let's see, Butker or Dicker. Budker or Dicker. I'm going Budker. Better matchup. Budker's got the 16th best matchup. Dicker's got the 27th best matchup. It's all algorithm based as well. And Jonah said, "Is John Mechie the next Greg Dortch?" I don't know, man. Greg Dortch kind of been trash, man. I don't know if I want to say that anybody I don't think anybody wants to be the next Greg Dortch. Shout out for the follows. A couple people just followed right now on TikTok. Appreciate you guys. And CB Dizzle, Hampton or Addison? I mean, I guess Hampton, but it's because Addison's been straight trash because of the QBs. Not his fault. And Asher Mechie has Larry Fitz talent. I don't know about that, man. There ain't too many. Larry, let me just give you an example of how good Larry Fitzgerald is. Larry Fitzgerald had more tackles in his career than dropped passes. Let's let that sink in. There ain't too many people that are on Larry Fitz's level. User 925 is wavering Waller and dropping Leavenworth, number one waiver in the 12 team. I don't know. I don't think so. I just don't think it's that big of a deal. If it was that big of a deal, people would have picked him up last week. And C-Town, Dak or Lamar. I'm going Dak. Oh, Rob, Kelsey or Strange? Ooh, going Kelsey, but I really do like Strange this week. P-Money, Schultz or Keenan Allen? Going Schultz as of right now, but make sure you come back. I just want more news on Herbert. Chris, start Judkins or Javante? I'm going Judkins. Better matchup, but yeah, it's not good either way. Dude, Jonah, I think Mechie's in the MVP conversation. Bro, is Mechie like your brother? Or did you go to high school with him? Why do you want to hype him up so much? 86 Bub, start Waddle this week. Well, I mean, who are your other options? Who's your other options? Levi said Wilson, Pittman, or BTJ at the flex. Leaning Pittman right now, but make sure you come back. Levi, Goff or Mahomes? Ooh, that's tough, man. I think I'm going to go Goff, but I still do think Mahomes handles biz at home versus the Texans. But Goff has one of the best matchups. Mahomes is like one of the worst. So Tanner, BTJ, or Monty, leaning BTJ. Maziel Garcia, Etienne, or Alec Pierce. I'm going to take the upside of Pierce. Anthony, start Ferg, Kincaid, or Strange. I'm going Strange. And user 925 already answered the question, brother. And shout out to Lita for the follow. All these I'm trying to keep up. There's so many questions coming in. Lita, Michael Wilson, and Montgomery. Leaning Michael Wilson. And Jonah, how come you're not responding to anything that I'm asking you, bro? Shout out to 86 Bubs throwing down the flower. That's the way to get my attention.
Straight cash, homie. Dollar bills, y'all.
86 Bubs, Waddle, Zay Flowers, Devonta Smith. Leaning Devonta Smith as of right now. Crispy said Mechie is booty call. Yeah, I think so. Dang it. Asher said if they play. Oh, Amon Ra or Khalif Raymond. Shit. I mean, Amon Ra, if he plays, I just don't think he's going to play. Hey, shout out to Brad who just joined. Jacob Vidal, if Amarian doesn't play, or Kelsey at the flex. Leaning Kelsey. G-Dog. Herbert Love or Brissett? I'm leaning Herbert right now. Beans. Hey, what up, Beans? Should I start my neighbor's dog? Is your neighbor's dog Airbud the golden receiver? If so, I think so. Jonah, how come you're not answering my question? Is like, why are you all over Mechie like that? I'm not saying that I don't like him. I mean, the guy survived leukemia and, made it back. It's a good story. But is it like Crispy says? Is he like your booty call? Like what's the Mechie love all about? Explain yourself. Is he your boy? Do you know him in high school? CB Dizzle, Brian Anger, or Marquette King? Bro, I'm going King, man. Guy's got swag. Baby Asus, Ferguson or Gadsden? I'm going Fergie. Asher said Mechie's the top 3 talent-wise, probably. Top 3 what, though? And 86 Bubs, Olave or Jaden Higgins? Olave. Gage said, why is it said 10 a.m. and 5:15 p.m.? I don't know what you're talking about, bro. I'm not sure. Not sure where are you seeing that? Jonah said, Mechie raised me. Mechie raised me since I was a young boy, shaped me in the man I am today. Nice. So you actually know him. Nice. I'd be going hard for him too, bro. Because he's finally coming into play. Santiago Waller, Gadsden Waller, J Mad, Jacobs or Chase Brown. I'm leaning Chase. Brown said start JJ or Worthy. I think I'll just go JJ. And Job said West Coast time. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's 7:50. It's 7:56 right now where I am on the West Coast. Lord Monkey, Brissett, Tyrod, or Marcus. I'm going Brissett. No username, but it looks like a comment. Should I start Jordan Mason? I'm leaning no. Oh, Gage said on the pick behind you. Oh, I guess I can't even tell. Let me go look on the because I can't see it. I got it on like the dim mode here. Huh. I don't even see any times on the picture behind me. So I'm looking at the whole picture right now. Weird. A House, Brissett or Bo? Bo. Yeah, Crispy said, so Mechie's your daddy. Who is your daddy? And what does he do? And Matt, hold on. Let me pull that question up from Patreon. I saw you put something on me. I got to refresh. Would you play Drake London over Christian Watson? I really don't think that Drake London's going to play. So I'm going to say no. Okay. And 86 Bugs, JMO, or we're going the other way. Jonah said, Mechie kept the food on the table for me, introduced me to the hood. Man, like to hear it, bro. Like to hear it. No name content. Can Adams get traded? I got Puka. I mean, the reason why Puka is doing so good and the reason why Adams is doing so good is because of each other. Yes, sir. Asher, thanks for coming through. P Money of Herbert plays. Should I start Keenan Allen? Well, over who, though? Over who? Drips, Pierce or Jacoby? I got to go Jacoby. K. Dot, should I start Neil? I'm leaning no. Bozer, Meyer, McConkey. I'm going Jacoby as of right now. Alex said drop Aaron Jones for Jacoby. I mean, unless there's someone worse that you could drop. Drips, Pierce or Jacoby? Leaning Jacoby. H-Man, leave one out. Ken Walker, ETN, RJ Harvey, Bucky. Probably leaning Harvey out. Roman, Schultz, Strange, Gadsden. Strange, baby. CR Fritter, Tiesler, Pierce. Pierce. Andrew, Dak or Burrow. Dak. Looks like the stand alive emoji. Mechie or Watson. Leaning Mechie. Kick. Devonta Smith or JJ. Devonta. Black F22. Neil or Rodrigo. I'm going Rodrigo. Jonas said Mechie bought me my first pair of kicks. Nice. The Air Pippins. I like it. I like it. Shout out to Mechie. We need to keep him killing it out there. Willie, ETN or Quorum? ETN. K. Dot, Mitchell or Manning guy in the flex. Leaning Mitchell for the upside. Jaden, Joanna Man or Strange? Going Strange. Owe Nold 69.
69, dudes!
What up, bros? At trade deadlines tonight, should I do Javante, Ladd, and Debo for A-Chain and Henderson? I'm probably not going to start Debo rest of the season. I probably would. CB Dizzle, Mechie help my grandma recover from her deathbed in 2011. Bro, Mechie's the real deal. He's the real deal, Holyfield. William Mahomes or Goff? Goff. Danny, Shakir, Watson, Bozer, Gadsden or Andrews? Ooh, Gadsden's bad both ways. Dalla, Shakir or Pierce? I'm going Pierce. And Danny, Shakir, Watson, going Watson. Max, Myers or Watson, going Myers. No name contest. My trade deadline was weeks ago. Yeah, it just depends. I mean, a lot of leagues that I commission, it's week 12. Ryan said 2 weeks ago I traded JJ, Bucky, and Rico for Amon-Ra Brees. Did I win? I mean, Amon-Ra getting hurt is why you're probably not winning that right now, but also JJ has been like nothing as well too. But that's why I don't like trading names like this either. You know, because just trading big names for big names, and if one guy gets hurt, it's like you automatically lose. Alex at right guard, Anthony Bradford or a bag of peanuts. Ryan, Henry or Javante? I'm going Henry. Lucky the Rocker, Rodriguez or Hunt? Going Rodrigo. And no name said the sleep rap's really giving me a friendly reminder that the playoffs start next week. I mean, that's good, right? For all the people who aren't paying attention. Lord Monkey, I have Rice, but I also have Houston defense. I'm in the playoffs. Should I pick up Washington or leave it? I don't think that Houston's going to be that great of a play tomorrow or this week versus the Chiefs. I don't know how much I actually like Washington this week, but it is you know, I might be looking for a bit. I might go Tennessee is really who I want to go, and they're like readily available. Asher said I could fall asleep to this. I appreciate you. And Adam, Hampton or Devonta? I'm going Devonta right now. D said if Amon-Ra's out, Vele or Franklin. Leaning Vele, but it's close. Jonah, you think Mechie's going to go to the Vikings next year? And 86 Bubs, Olave or Waddle? You know, Olave, man. Jose, Jacoby or Marvin Harrison if healthy? I think I'm leaning Jacoby either way. User 233, Tennessee defense or the Ravens? Leaning Tennessee. User 417, Debo, Myers. Debo or Myers, and then Ferguson or Godwin? Myers, Godwin. Mike said, do divisions matter in fantasy? Well, it depends on what your league is all about, because every league is different when you start mixing in the divisions on how the playoffs actually work. And hey, what up, Brazil? Is going down, bro? Dan the man, Devonta or Tisla? I'm going Devonta. No name content. My league is year to year. Yeah, I mean, most leagues are the season long redraft. And Asher says that's your team behind you. It's stacked. Yeah, I'm on this side. Yeah, team's killing it right now. Last year was the first year in this dynasty, and I won the championship. And we're going to be competing for another one. And you don't even see CMC. I got CMC on the bench. But yeah, I'm like, actually, I don't know. I might have already locked in my first round bye. Let me go check real quick because I'm curious. But almost positive. My team's killing it. I've only lost 2 games. The other one I scored in the bottom half, and so that's why I have 3 losses. Yeah, I'm 23-3. The second and third seeds, they're 20-6. So I got the number 1 seed locked. And in my leagues, we have a game within a game. It's kind of it's like it's WWF themed. So like whoever is the highest scoring team to start the season, they're the Raw champion, and then whoever's the second highest scoring team is the SmackDown champion. And then like every single week, it just whoever holds those belts in week 1, it's like week 2 is like a championship match, and then whether they win or lose, they keep the belt or the belt moves on. And it's super fun, kind of just keeps things going. It's an extra $50 side pot throughout the year. So just I do that side pot instead of third place. And Javi said, bro, answer the starter sit questions. Bro, I've been here, Javi. I expect an apology, bro. I've been here for an hour and 45 minutes and probably answered about 500 start sit questions, bro. I can get a little fucking break, dude. Like, chill the fuck out. I don't even know who you are, and you've been here for 2 seconds and you're demanding a fucking answer, bro. Chill, homie. And shout out to Brad Stock, who just threw down the goats. Let's get it.
Straight cash, homie.
Dollar bills, y'all.
All right, there you go. I said, do I start J-Mo, Adunze, or Franklin? Because this one's easy, I'm gonna say J-Mo, because J-Mo I feel is as must start as anybody is this week, and I accept your apology. Now let's do some gardening. Let's go. And Brad Stock 4-way tie for the last playoff spot. Brissett, Darnold, or T-Law. Woo! Oh man, that one's tough. Brissett, Darnold, or T-Law. I'm gonna go to my tool here, and I'm gonna tell you who has the best matchup since you threw down the goat. Since you threw down those goats there, I'm gonna take a little bit extra time, and I'll tell you who has the better matchups on paper, because the paper matchups only mean so much, right? All right, hold on. Where was it? Where the hell is it? Here we go. Okay, so Brissett has the 10th best matchup on paper. Darnold's got the 5th best matchup on paper. So Darnold's in the elite category of the matchups. And T-Law, a lot lower, 26th best matchup. I think I think I'm going Darnold on this one, because the Falcons, man, they have not been what they were at the beginning of the season. So I think I'm going Darnold for the win, baby. Yes, sir. And if you guys want to get all this info, hey, and shout out to MXB, what up? Shout out to Doug in the house. If you guys want all this info, like what I'm telling you, like this person has this best matchup, or like this team's giving up this much points, it's all on Patreon. $5 a month will get you access to all of this. I mean, we're talking dozens and dozens of research hours every single week for multiple days. We're breaking all this down, okay? It's 420crew.com. Go join on Patreon, guys. All right. And hey, shout out to Texas Tejano. All right. I'm trying to keep up, guys. I'm trying to keep up. Fernando said your team stinks, bro. My team is locked in for first place, bro. You are tripping. Tripping. You must be looking in the mirror at your team. And shout out to Brad for throwing down the goat.
Straight cash, homie.
Dollar bills, y'all.
And Doug said thoughts on Shedeur Sanders or Watson take over. Not this year. Like them bringing in Watson is to get him acclimated with the team right now, get him something, like some practice time, and for him to extra help Shedeur. That's why they brought him in. Like that, the fucking, why they opened the 21 day, whatever. And shout out to Texas Tejano, throwing down the spicy chilies. Let's go, spicy. And he said, pick 3 to start: Jacobs, Cook, Judkins, or Bucky. I feel like I can't sit Cook. This one's tough. I think I'm going to sit Judkins. Out of those guys. CB Dizzle. So the winner of the SmackDown versus the Raw week 2 wins the belt. No. So, okay. We got 12 teams in the league, right? Let's say Team X. No, let's just say Team A wins Raw. Team B wins SmackDown. Okay. Didn't matter who they played because this was literally just for like first and second highest points in the league. So they could have played against each other for all we know in week 1. It just doesn't matter. It's all about high points. But then from there, Team A, let's say they play Team X. So, and let's say they lose. So that means that the Raw belt goes to Team X, and then it's whoever Team X plays next week. That's the championship game that week. So the belt could keep moving around. Team B, let's say they played Team Z and they won. So they keep the belt and they keep going, until they lose. And there could be a time where both teams play each other, and whoever wins turns that into a universal championship. It still counts for the amount of weeks still count. That's what it is. It's like you got to hold the belt for the longest to be able to make it to the championship, which is week 16. It's week 16 is the WWF championship. So there's some people that have held the belt for enough weeks on both sides to where there is no championship. There's already got it locked down. And said then when week 3 comes, how does the user defend the belt? Not until week 4. Yeah, so it says every single week you're defending it in whatever match you got. And hey, Jeff in the house, do you want a man or strange? We're going strange. He said, once again, you have the best sound bites.
I know all this, okay? But I do like hearing it, so go on. Listen here, you beautiful bitch. I'm about to fuck you up with some truth.
Let's go. And 86 Bubs, Lawrence or Stroud? Let me see how bad Kansas City's actually been. Yeah, I think I'm going. I think I will go Stroud over T-Law. It's pretty close, though. And Caleb, Parkinson or Gadsden? Ugh. I'd normally go Gadsden. It's a really tough matchup for him. I think I'm going Parkinson on this one. I wish he was. I wish he's been doing a little bit better. Let me see. Actually, I guess there's not that much of a discrepancy between Parkinson and Gadsden. I think I'm gonna go Gadsden, actually. And Asher said, is Zay over 140 yards good? First time betting. Fuck no, bro. Hell no. Do not do that. You might win a shitload of money if he actually does that, but like that's so unlikely to happen. I think bro had like 10 yards last week. Don't do that, Asher. Make sure you go, Asher, go to 420crew.com and then go join on the superstar tier or higher. You will literally get access to my business cell phone. And instead of waiting until I'm live to ask me questions, you can literally text me. I mean, you could text me in the middle of the night. I might not answer, but as soon as I wake up, I do answer. And that goes for anybody who's out there. And Jumbo, standard, 1 wide receiver, 1 flex, Charbonnet, Rome, Tootin, Adani, Neal, Corum. Adani, Sharbs. And Jeff, RJ Harvey or Scary Terry? Probably RJ. Hey, Buck in the house. What up, bro? And CB Dizzle, highest scoring only matters week 1. Yeah, well, yes, for the whole league. I mean, obviously, every single week highest score matters as well, like who you're playing. But yes, highest total score only matters in week 1. That's who determines who gets the belt to start the season. And then it's individual like matchups. What the hell? What up, Corey? Said we got a pending trade in the basketball league. Oh, man. After all this drama, we actually got a trade, huh? And Texas Tejano, what up, bro? Dealing with injury. And thanks for the fest pops, bro. I appreciate you. Said, so dealing with injuries. I'm down to this pick 2. Flowers, McConkey, BTJ, Vele, Adani Mitchell. And make sure you're coming back throughout the week, bro. Don't take a Wednesday answer as a final answer because none of these guys play on Thursday. But for now, I'm going to say Lad and BTJ is what I'm starting with now. All right, let's see this trade, man. Let's see this trade. It's with the guy he replaced. A Thompson, George, Huff, Murray. Man, see, that's what's crazy. Is like I literally don't even know who any of these fucking people are. I don't know. You tell me, Corey. Did you think that was a good trade? Yeah, you can't ask me about no basketball trades, bro. I will not have any insight for you. And Jared, Strange, Juana Man, Kincaid, who you rolling out? I'm rolling out some Strange, baby. We're getting some Strange. And 86 Bubs, JMO or JJ? JMO, bro. JMO. And Asher said, Tesla or Godwin. I'm going God. You know why I'm going Godwin? Because he has God and win in his name. Let's go out there and win. And Rodolfo, Booker, Godwin. Christian, Pierce or Higgins? Alec Pierce, right? I'm going Alec Pierce. And Christian, Pierce or did I answer that one? Pierce. Justin, Igbuka, Pittman. I'm going Pittman. And Doug said my boy Trey Lance QB1. Maybe. I mean, he will not be a QB1. But QB1 for the Chargers, maybe. I hope not. It means we're gonna have to sit everybody out there. And thoughts on Darren Waller rest of the season. I like him because the tight end landscape is so trash. It is so trash. Hey, and shout out to Super Dave. What up, bro? And Doug, Kincaid news. I don't know if he practiced today. Let's go check. Let's go check and see if he practiced. Limited. He was limited, so that ain't telling us nothing on Wednesday. And Lettuce, we trust in the Texans D. I would not want to trust the Texans D against the Chiefs at home. And Rodolfo, I already answered this, bro. I said Godwin. And Alex, crying face, Mahomes or Goff, baby. Shazam, Hampton or Vidal. Not sure how much you're gonna let Hampton play, bro. I would try to avoid. Doug said he got hurt at practice. I think he was already hurt going into practice. Almost positive. Because didn't he miss last week or 2 weeks ago or some shit like that? Hey, Triple R Fina said Bay Area in the house. We live and direct 420 and the Shrooms gang. Let's get it.
All right. Fire them up.
And Gavin said, what are some good defenses? So Gavin, you definitely got to follow me on Patreon. It's 420crew.com because I post the waiver wire pickups every single week. So for defenses this week, I know I got the Tennessee Titans as one of the good pickups going up against Cleveland. Hold on, let me go see who else we got here. We also got I got the Bucks going up against the Saints. That's not too shabby. I do like the Chiefs against the Texans. That's not too shabby. They're 42% rostered. Dolphins versus the Jets are only 20% rostered. Washington versus the Vikings, they're only 6% rostered. I'd say those are the ones that I cherry picked that have all 50% rostership or less. And I think the highest one was the Chiefs at 42. Tennessee and Washington both in single digits. So very easy to grab. But make sure you follow 420crew.com. Trust me, it'll be the best. It's $5 a month, literally like $1 and some change per week. There is free options over there, but you will like the $5 one a lot more than the free one. Ricardo, I think I'm on Rob plays tomorrow. Nah, I don't. Talls, Golfer, Herbert going golf. K Moore, Mahomes, or Dak, leaning Dak. Yeah, I am too. I'm not mad. I really do think Mahomes is going to handle biz this week, but it's also just, it's such a tough matchup that, like, why not go with the guy with the easier matchup, right? Rudy, Mitchell, or DK? Kind of leaning Mitchell right now. There's no name but DK or Pittman, leaning Pittman. Johnny, Caleb, or T-Law this week? I think I already said T-Law. Ricardo, can I trust Mitchell this week? I mean, I don't want to trust him. I don't want to trust him. And Super Dave, PPR, need a tight end and 2 flex. Fergie, Strange, Fanning, Marks, Vele, Bryant, Burden. I'm going Strange at tight end. And I think I'm going Vele and Bryant. I mean, kind of long shot flexes, but I think that's where I'm going. And Bucks, I currently got the Denver defense locked in, but I got Cleveland on the bench. Who you like it more? Cleveland this week, bro. Like, dude, there could be a lot of sacks over there. And I mean, I know it could be the same for Denver, but man, I mean, dude, Cleveland versus the Titans, man. Like, dude, Cam Ward is the most sacked quarterback in the league this year. Triple R Fina, I got Chicago beating the Packers. Yeah, I mean, the Packers being at home, that's the only thing that makes me like lean there. But yeah, it's going to be a tough divisional game. I'll tell you that much. CB Dizzle said, so whoever keeps the belt, the most weeks wins the chip, regardless of which belt it is. No. So there's 2 belts. If you win 8 weeks with any belt, you automatically get it because there's only 14 weeks in the regular season. So the only way you automatically win is if you're the champion with both belts, like if you're the champion on both. Okay. Other than that, it goes by whoever has the belt. Like, let's say Team A has the Raw belt for 6 weeks, and that's the most. And then Team B has the SmackDown belt for 5 weeks, and that's the most. Those 2 teams square off in week 16. And, obviously it could be head to head if they meet in the playoffs, but it might not be. It could work out to where the person who's holding the belt isn't even in the playoffs. Like, I've seen that happen before too. Just because you just need to hold the belt a certain amount of weeks, like the rest doesn't really mean anything. So, and then week 16 is where you square off, but that's only in those WWF. That's only in those WWF and the 420 crew leagues. That's not in all of the dynasties. Super Dave said, what if Burden takes over? I mean, like, how much do we think he's going to actually take over? Like, let me go look at the snap counts. I mean, Burden only played 51% of the snaps last week. That's compared to 91 for DJ Moore and 80 for Roma Dunze. They don't run enough 3 wide receiver sets. And Matt, Shakir, Pittman. Nice. Chris, we say thinks he's back on Patreon. Let's go see. Not showing me an update, but I can check here. Yep, you're good to go, Crispy. You're back in there like swimwear, baby. And Jamari on Manning guy or Quorum leaning Manning guy. And Buck said I paid for my son's first money league, and now he's trying to eliminate me for the playoffs this week. What the fuck? Oh, man. See, that's how it goes. You try to do something nice for someone, comes back to bite you in the ass, man. Is that not the story that has been written so many times over? And Super Dave said 6 targets, though. Let's go see. Yeah, he did have 6 targets. I mean, it is. Yeah. It's still just fluky, though. I feel like some of it is going along with DJ Moore, like, as well. Like, if DJ Moore plays less snaps, Burden's going to play more. Yeah. Yeah, I'm nervous about him, man. I'm nervous about the way the Chicago just moves the ball around too much. They really do. So I kind of don't like any of them over there. Triple R Phoenix, should I start CMC or Bijan? What do you mean? When? Next week? Oh, you ain't sitting CMC, man. And would you start JD5 over Brissett if he plays? Probably not, because Brissett still on paper does have a top 10 matchup. I think I'd roll with him. And he said, just let Burden sit on the bench and see what happens. Yeah, I don't want to drop him or anything. Right, Jamario said CMC's on the bye. Yeah, I know. I got confused about that. Trying to make me keep me on my toes. I like it. I'm there, though. And Jumbo, I got the Rams. Should I drop them for a different defense for the playoffs? I got a first round bye. I mean, I haven't even looked at schedules moving forward, but like, what other defenses are out there? I'd be really trying to pay attention on who has the better schedules. And Joseph Drake London, what about him? What about him? We don't know if he's going to play. Seeming like not. Irving C3, Pittman or Sutton? I'm going Sutton, but it's even in a bad-ish matchup. I saw like Pittman this week. Charlie, start Higgins or Flowers? Higgins, but you didn't say which Higgins. Hoping T. Higgins. Eric said, why are the records so high? It's called game against the median. We play two games every week instead of one. One is the head-to-head matchup, and then the other one is a game against the entire league. Charlie said, T. Higgins. All right, I'm going T. Whew. All right, we're coming up on 2 hours. We're about to do a little bit of gardening here. Make sure you guys follow. I'm going to get a few more questions in here. Drewski, Herbert or Mahomes? Leaning Mahomes, even in the bad matchup. I do want to see what's up with Herbert at the practices. Like the practice reports or whatever. Super Day best handcuff stash out of Giddens, Ray Davis, Malik, Sean, Keaton Mitchell, or Bill. Kind of leaning Ray. I mean, he didn't get a lot of points like last week, but we see the usage is there. Saturn said, should Shoddy be coach of the year? I don't know. Let me go look at the standings of everybody. Nah, man, it's gonna be Vrabel, bro. Vrabel, man. I don't know how he doesn't win, especially after last year. Look at the turnaround. That it shouldn't even be. Really shouldn't be a question. Yeah, I mean, dude, we're talking best record in the NFL. Going into their bye. Like, dude, some of the teams that are flirting, I mean, Broncos are 10-2. I mean, I doubt they lose, but trap game. Same thing with the Bears. Really, whoever loses out of the Bears and the Packers going down to 4 losses. Yeah, man, it's got to be Vrabel, bro. Because, yeah, we could paint whatever narrative we want for any team. And, yeah, 49ers are 9-4. I mean, dude, that's the thing. You're third in your division. You're third in your own division. And if the Seahawks and Rams win, that means they got another win on them as well. Vrabel, McVay, Shannon, Ben Johnson, if the Bears keep it up. Yeah, I mean, the Bears doing good. I mean, that's definitely like they should be in the mix for sure, right? Yeah. And Dave said Ben Johnson still got 5 to go. Yep. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, we will see. It's gonna be a nice finish for sure. But yeah, we got to we're gonna see who finishes strong. But Vrabel, man, he's got that team on fire right now. Best record in the NFL. Yeah, there's only one team that has double-digit wins, and that's the Broncos. And there's only one team that has 2 losses. There are 2 teams that have 2 losses, Patriots and the Broncos. So, yeah, it's crazy. Elite company right now. And Irving, Bo Nix, Jaden Daniels, if he plays, or Daniel Jones. I'm leaning Bo. Valguero, so how's your record so high in fantasy? It's called game against the median. You play 2 games every week instead of 1. 1 versus your head-to-head matchup, and then 1 versus the full league. And J-Rock, Burrow, or Goff? I'm going Goff. Harry, Warren, Judkins, Bijan, bench 1. I think I'm leaning Judkins, but it's tough, man. Jamarion, pick 2. Manning guy, Javante, Monty. Think I'm going Manning guy and Javante. That's tough, man. And Justin said Ertz or Gatson this week. I think I'm going Ertz. Now that Terry's back, it's like it's taking some pressure off of Ertz. Dylan, Terry, Higgins, or Jacoby. Leaning Jacoby, but you didn't tell me which Higgins. And Valguero said that's cool. Yeah, it takes away. So have you ever been in a league where like you were like last place, but your points were like really, really good and you just played a really, really shitty schedule? This kind of balances out those kind of things. Also, the same thing is like, have you ever seen someone in first place and it's like you have more points scored than them, but they played like the easiest schedule out of everybody? It counterbalances those kind of things. It counterbalances the extra bad and the extra good of the luck with scheduling. Super Dave, I got a couple best ball teams advancing with Manning guy on them. There we go. There we go. Hell yeah. And Justin said scored the 3rd most points and sitting in 7th place. Yeah, bro. Like, dude, every league, so I've like for all the dynasty leagues that I have, I use this game against the median. But for all the redrafts, I kind of didn't put it into play on all of them. It's definitely getting put into play all of next year. Like, I can't even tell you how many leagues I'm going to miss the playoffs in where I'm like top 3 or 4 in scoring, but I played the worst schedule out of everybody. It's fucking bullshit, man. Like, that's the worst part of fantasy football is these stupid injuries that we can't control and the stupid luck of the playoffs, man. Those are the 2 things that I really hate. And we can counterbalance at least the luck of the scheduling with the game against the median feature. Hey, Jesus, Adunze or Myers rest of the season? I mean, Myers, I guess. Like, what are you going to trade one for the other? Are you going to drop one or what? Ish, ETN or Watson? Leaning Watson. Matthew, Brissett or T-Law? Leaning Brissett. Super Dave, I'm pretty much out, and there's 4 teams with more points than the top 2 teams fighting for the last 2 spots. Yeah, see, and I mean that, you know, the schedule should make some kind of a difference, you know, but it shouldn't like make it to where if you get fucked with a bad, like, you know, because even in the NFL, you can get fucked with a bad schedule, but you can like prevail, you know, some things. In fantasy football, it's tough if you're in the leagues where you don't start a bunch of people. Dave said my points against is 70 more than points for, and I'm in 5th. Just bad luck getting the team's best week. Is at 8-5. Yeah, man. I mean, dude, if those are the teams that are scary going into the playoffs, right? The ones that are always scoring high, but you just had like bad luck throughout the season. Because if your team's still scoring high, I mean, that's all you want going into the playoffs. Your team putting their best foot forward for sure. Ish, I already answered that question. I said Watson, Eli, Mahomes, or Baker. Leaning Mahomes. Maxey, Schultz, or Waller. Leaning Waller. TikToker. Or TikToker probably, but I say TikToker. Start one out of McConkey, Metcalf, McLaurin. I'm going McConkey. Make sure you're paying attention though, because we got to be watching for Burrow. Let's see. Joshua. I trade Rome for Myers. Yeah, I probably would. Shout out to Ross Dog for the follow. Probably going to get off of this soon. I might come back and play some Red Dead Redemption soon, though. Got to get farther. Toby, Debo, or Watson? Watson. Roy, Smith, or Pittman? Pittman. Jamarion, Pierce, or Godwin? Leaning Godwin. User 407. Should I drop Troy Franklin for Blank Corum on waiver? No. I keep Franklin. JB, Flowers, or ETN? ETN. Jordan, Calvin Johnson. Start Marvin Harrison due to the recent surgery. I mean, who else do you got? He might miss this week. You got to be paying attention throughout the week. Matthew Wilson or Jay Higgins? Going Wilson. Eli, Mahomes, or Baker? I already said Mahomes. JC, Poke Poles. Jordan Mason or Charbonnet? Going Sharbs. Bracy, Love, or Caleb? Ooh, going Love. Jack knows ball. Terry or Watson? Leaning Watson. Jack, Hampton or Marks? I guess Hampton, but I'm nervous. I mean, we don't even know if he's officially, coming back yet. I mean, he says he's expected to. CTL, Dunze, Worthy, or Tisla? Leaning Tisla. Whew. All right, guys. You guys want to keep me longer? Throw down some roses. Throw down some of the spicy chilies or some of the goats. I'm getting ready to, we're getting ready to shut it all down here. And Super Dave said Neil or Marks. Going Marks. And Dave said Ibuka or Genti at the flex. Starting Brown and Bucky. Oh. Shout out to Texan Rage. What up? I think that I am going Ibuka. That one's tough. All right. Let's get the credits rolling on YouTube. Appreciate you guys for coming through. Where the hell is it? There we go. All right. Salute to Justin Picklinger and Chris Patriot Sports. Salute to the producers. Salute to the co-producers. Salute to the associate producers. And salute to the epic and the awesome supporters. Appreciate you guys. YouTube, Facebook, Twitch. Hell yeah. And, last one. Super Dave. Neo Vele or Brian Them. Leaning Vele. All right. I'll be on TikTok for another minute or two if you guys want to come show some love. Oh, pick 3, 2, the wide receivers, Vele and Bryant. All right. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out, everybody.
Defense on me.
I don't want them to gain another yard.
You blitz all night. If they cross the line of scrimmage, I'm going to take every last one of you out. You make sure they remember forever the night they played the Titans.
Here comes the